Pisces, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do appreciate it. Be sure and follow and like on TikTok and YouTube so that I can grow my collective. I will be giving away free tarot readings on both platforms as well. If you go to my website and scroll all the way to the bottom and sign up for the newsletter, I will have your email and I'll be able to notify you for the drawing for the free tarot reading. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the tarot. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread, get an overall message, just a general message for the collective right now. And then I did bring out 3 oracle decks to get some additional messages from Spirit. So let's see what we have. Stick around at the end. I do have some announcements about my website and my services. So if you're interested, hang out at the end. So we have the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, 7 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. And then underneath we have the 4 of Wands. So I always take the bottom card because it's like an underlying energy, or, you know, the undercurrent of the reading. The 4 of Wands is about joy, happiness. It's about happy home. It can be about union, but it's also about like your stability. So you could be focusing on your stability, happy home, you know, building a happy house and your accomplishments with your loved ones. So whether that's like immediate family or, you know, like a spouse, partner. So current energy is the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is like a perseverance. It's like a last stand, pushing through type of energy. So I definitely, you know, it's like resilience and almost near success, but you're very tired. Like they call it the wounded warrior. He has like that bandage on his head. So you're definitely fighting through and definitely persevering through some tough cycles. And what's blocking you is the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is about a decision. And it's about a difficult decision. She's got these 2 swords up here and she's blocking her heart here. She's not very open. So I feel like you need to open more. You're kind of blocking things out here, but you could also be, she is blindfolded. So I feel like maybe you're refusing to see something for what it is, or you're kind of in denial about something, whatever that may be. It is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. But there's something you're not wanting to see, and it's blocking you from releasing this burden, these nine of Wands. So the underneath, the root of this is the 10 of Swords. This was a tough cycle. You've just completed a really tough cycle that you've gone through. It's a difficult ending. It can also be about like feeling betrayed. So it's definitely a really heavy energy, but it is the 10. So you are coming out of that energy. It is the end of a cycle. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a stable energy. It is a very grounded energy. It's a slow moving energy. So this is not going to happen quickly. This came in very slowly and it will continue to go very, very slowly. So this could be about, it's definitely about putting in hard work. So it's about being practical, reliable, focusing on your goals. So when you build something slowly, it's stable. When you build something quickly, it has a potential to fall apart. So I feel like this is a very grounded, very stable type of energy, and you're building something on solid ground. Whether that's finances or your home, your stability, you're building your stability, whatever that means to you, on very solid ground. So your higher self or your subconscious, we have the Lovers, and this can be about a love partnership. This can be about you and your partner building something stable together, but this is also about a choice. And we had the 2 of Swords here. So I feel like there's definitely a choice and a decision. It can also be about balance. So I feel like there's a choice or a decision that needs to be brought here. It needs to be made. So This can also be about like joint finances. Maybe you guys are building your stability together, slowly but surely. You're growing this together. This is about like a love partnership. Again, it's a general reading, so take it how it resonates. However, you're building your stability, whether that's alone or with a partner. But either way, there is a decision that needs to be made here. In the near future, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So he has planted this pentacle, this seed, and now he is watching everything come to fruition. Like, it's also about you kind of looking at this and seeing like the effort that you've put in, and watching things grow from the effort that you have already put in. It's basically like a harvest. Trusting in the natural progression of things, like trusting that things are going to come into fruition. Like you've planted the seed and now you're just waiting for everything to come to fruition. And again, it's going to happen slowly. It's not going to be quickly, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. Your advice from Spirit is the High Priestess. This is about higher knowledge. It's about intuition. So I feel like it's also about secrets. So maybe keep this to yourself. I don't know why that just came to me. Keep your ideas to yourself right now, but it's also about trusting your intuition. When you see the High Priestess, it's about trusting your intuition, focusing on your spirituality, that inner voice. In your immediate environment, we have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is like ultimate happiness. It's happy life, happy home, but it's also about like gratitude and being grateful. So I feel like in your immediate environment, you're very grateful for everything that you have and for what you are building. And that's a really good energy to sit in. Your hopes and fears are the Eight of Cups, which is very emotional. It's walking away. So cups are based on our emotions, but this is a walking away from something. So maybe you're hopeful that you get to walk away from something, or you're fearing walking away from something. Again, it's a general reading, so it may resonate differently. Some of you may be hopeful, some of you may be fearful, but this is definitely about embracing change and being courageous and optimistic and moving on to something else. So the overall outcome is the Three of Pentacles. So this is about building something. It's about teamwork, collaboration, but it's also about your work being seen. And it's about building something, again, with the stability. If you see these pentacles, all of these other pentacles that we have are yellow. It's like it's tangible coins. And then this is like carved into the cement here. So it's like it's very, very permanent, very stable, very grounded. So I feel like you're building something, and that could be with others, because you see multiple people here, but it's also about your work being seen. So all of this hard work that you have put in here towards building your stability is being seen. And that could be, being seen by others. Maybe you're in the public eye doing something for work, or maybe this is just being seen by Spirit. Like they see you putting in that hard work. But you're definitely moving on to building something here. I really love that. So, and again, I mean, it could be different for each of you. Maybe you're building a business. Maybe you are, building a home with someone, or, building a home by yourself. But there's definitely decisions here that need to be made. So, and those decisions could be different for each of you, because I'm not really getting anything specific. But twos are also about balance. So maybe balance your emotions, balance your thoughts, because with a slow moving energy, it could be you want things to happen now, and it just doesn't happen that way, so just stay balanced, stay grounded. What does Pisces not see coming, Spirit? What do we not see coming, Pisces? Okay, awesome. So we have the Seven of Wands, which is about like defending your beliefs, standing up for what you believe in here. You have that Nine of Wands, which is about perseverance, and you're nearly at a success here. So just stand up for yourself, stand up for what you believe in. And then we have the King of Cups. So this could be a person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be you stepping into your leadership ability, stepping into your power here. So the King of Cups is the feminine masculine energy. He is very emotionally balanced. He is very empathic. He's a compassionate type of leader. He's also very intuitive. So I feel like, you know, he's very balanced, head over heart. And again, with the balance here, I feel like you just need to stay balanced, balance your head over your heart here. And then we have the Six of Swords. You've got the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. So you're definitely moving on from something. And that is happening. And that was in like your hopes and fears. So whether you're hoping for that or fearing that, you're definitely moving on from it. Let's see. What does Pisces need to focus on? Actions and advice, please, Spirit. Focus on your passions. Go after what you want. The Knight of Wands is a very fast-moving energy. So focus on your passions. Focus on what you do want and go after it. And then you have the Strength. So step into your strength. Step into your passionate energy. And then we have the Five of Swords, which is about like conflict and rivalry. I feel like you're mentally conflicted. Swords can have a lot to do with mental energy. And you have the Two of Swords here and the Six of Swords. So don't sit in that conflicted energy. Maybe you're conflicted about moving on from something, but I definitely feel like it's going to be about you focusing on your passions and standing in your strength. And, you know, you're going to persevere over this conflict. Just don't sit in that conflicted energy. So I really love this though. Yeah, you're definitely building something here. Stability. Very, very stable. I love it. You just have a decision to make. Okay, we had the Penguin. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you the strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. I love that. I love penguins. They're so cute. Fox. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts, your intuition. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Love it. I love foxes too. They're very cute. So, yeah, just trust your intuition here. And make a decision. But you're definitely going to see things pay off for you. You're building something and you're going to see everything pay off here. Ugh, that's way too many. I'm not taking that many. One more, please, Spirit, for Pisces. So we have vacuum away fear. Call upon Archangel Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, and this situation, and everyone involved. Awesome. So that could be why you're refusing to make a decision. It could be based on fear and you're conflicted about it. Parents. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you to heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So maybe you are, that could be what you're moving on from, this family, this stable home life type thing. But it could also be about like healing inner child wounds, mother and father wounds. I encourage you to look into mother and father wounds because that was recommended to me a few months ago. And then once I started like investigating and realizing certain things, I was just like, wow, it was pretty profound, pretty amazing. And I did a lot of healing, which is not easy, but I feel like we all have wounds of some sort. And I'm sure my children have wounds from me because I'm not perfect. And I definitely was not on the spiritual path when they were born. So, you know, I'm sure I have passed down some wounds to them, unfortunately, but it's part of life. We all have that and we all go through it. So let's see what else Spirit has for you. So we have Volcanoes, power. Love that. And we have lake, depth. I love it. So volcanoes is number 9. We have power. Old grudges should be released and let go. Heavy energy hurts us should we hold it for too long. Allow your anger to flow through you rather than saving it all up for an explosive release. Reformation may be necessary. Sometimes the greatest powers are hidden from view. You have the power to create or destroy. So again, with that moving on, maybe this is just moving on from past hurts, wounds, from childhood. Then we had lake depth, which is number 31, which combines to a 4. So 31 or 4 could be significant. Okay, sorry, pages were stuck together. That's a really pretty card. Do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive, do the research, do not cut corners. You may not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with a decision. Wow. Okay. So we had this decision that we needed to make twice. Here it was all about a decision. So take your time with the decision, but definitely don't cut corners. Again, with the stability, like slow moving, think about it. Think about this decision and decide where you want to go. I really love that card. That really resonated. Do research. Yeah. So again, with the mother and father wounds, maybe it's a wound that you're walking away from or you're healing from, that you're kind of moving on from, like this perseverance. This could be about healing in order to build your stability, because until you can heal from certain wounds, you can't build stability. You know what I mean? If you have money wounds or you have certain wounds from childhood, you can't really build the life that you want until you release some of those things. So maybe it's just about doing some research on mother and father wounds and kind of opening up to some healing, some shadow work. But you're definitely building something here. You've got some stability coming in. There's good things coming in for you, Pisces. So I hope that this resonates. I hope it could bring some clarity. And I will see you guys next week. If you do want to hang out, I am going to talk about my website. So I am open for tarot and coaching again. I did close everything down there for a little bit just because I got a lot of clients, and I never want to take on too much because I want to make sure that when you purchase my coaching program, you get my undivided attention, and I didn't want to take on too much. I do work full time and do this. So just want to make sure you guys are getting what you deserve from me and that you get the very best of what I can give you. So, but they're open again. Feel free to go check it out. Go check out my website. It's really fun. It's interactive. You can kind of play with some tarot cards, and sign up for that newsletter if you want to be entered to win a free tarot reading. And again, if you're on TikTok and YouTube, if you subscribe on YouTube and you follow on TikTok, you have 2 opportunities to win. So definitely go do that for me. There's some digital products that I've added to my website. I will add more as I get them completed. It's just working full time, and trying to do this is a lot for me. So I'll get them up as soon as I can. Thank you for all that have already purchased or have left me donations. I really appreciate you guys for that. You're awesome. And if you're not interested in the products or you don't have the money, there are, like I said, those free downloads. Go check those out. But also just the likes, the comments, the shares. Let me know how the messages are resonating. That really helps. Like, it pushes my channel out. It helps me get seen. You know, you guys sharing with other people you think would be interested in the messages, or, you know, if you think somebody else needs the message. I've had people share my channel before. So I appreciate that just as much as I do you guys purchasing my items. It really helps in all ways. So, and you sharing your energy with me is always appreciated. Just you being here and, you know, participating. It's really awesome. I'm just trying to build my community for the rest of this year and into next year. Huge goal of mine. I just trying to step more into my own power and trying to step into my leadership skills. I know tarot and astrology have helped me so much on my spiritual path, and I want to be able to give that back to others and empower them and help them grow, and give them the messages that they need in order to help guide them on their path. And yeah, I know it's helped me, and I know it'll help others. It has helped others. I've gotten plenty of feedback on readings that I have done for people, and it's always awesome to see people come back and tell me you know, the things that resonated and what did come to fruition and the choices that they make. And I always tell people tarot is not a definite, it's not like a set in stone absolute. It's all about energy. So people have free will, but it's also just like a guide. It helps guide you along your path, and you have the choice to follow that guidance or not. So free will, totally up to you. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.